Hey everyone, so Fan Expo is about a week away, and I'm just letting you guys know that I'm going to have some coverage. When I say coverage, just a couple of videos here and there about different things happening at the expo, and just videos of things that I picked up at the expo, just to show you guys like what it's about. But for those of you who don't know what Fan Expo is, it's basically an amalgamation of a whole bunch of other minor expos. For horror, sci-fi, comic books, anime, gaming, just about everything, all rolled up into one massive expo that's at the end of every August, and it's been like that for the uh, last 8 years or so now. Uh, let's see, since 2006, so that's 7 years or something. I'm bad with math. Anyways, it's been a couple years like that, but the expo itself has existed for about 20 years now. But in its current form, It's only been around for 7 or 8 years, and I personally have been going to Fan Expo since 2008, and I have some of the program guides here. I'm just going to show you guys what they look like um, from 2008 up until the most recent preview one that they mailed out to people who ordered their tickets. So first is 2008 program guide with the Joker on there. Next is the 2009 program guide with Spider-Man. And 2008 and 2009, the whole event was only 3 days. Um, yeah, from it was usually the last weekend of the month of August, the last full weekend. Um, and here's the preview for 2010. Here's the preview, and here's the official show program that they gave out. But I believe it was starting the following year. Yeah, starting 2011. The event For the event they added an extra day. They made it 4 days altogether. And sorry about that. Let me just adjust here. And then at the expo, I started noticing that they started having two versions of the program guide. Usually one DC and one Marvel, and it continued on like that. Even last year, Superman and Spider-Man there. And then so far for this year, the preview guide is making out this year's expo to be the largest one yet, and it's understandable because it's gotten a lot more notoriety. There has been a lot more coverage of it on the Space Channel, and they're like one of the main, I guess, promoters of the event. And there's a lot of big name actors and other famous people that are going to be there. Just a couple off of the cover of the preview magazine here. There's going to be Zachary Quinto, Nathan Fillion, Ron Perlman, Carrie Fisher, Richard Dean Anderson, Norman Reedus, Alice Cooper, and Hulk Hogan. So there's pretty much people from like everything at this expo. It's not just specific to comics or anime, and even for people that are into anime, they're gonna have a whole bunch of other people too. But what I really noticed that like interested me was the cast of Sailor Moon, and also the woman who does the voice of Ash from Pokemon. And yeah, a whole bunch of the actors from The Walking Dead are going to be there. Ron Perlman, who plays Hellboy, and a whole bunch of other characters from different movies, is going to be there. There's a lot there for fans of anything really. There's even a Fan Expo sports show this year around. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to involve, but there's going to be a lot of famous like athletes there too. Just on the cover here, there's Bobby Orr, Joe Montana, Joe Sakic, Martin Broder, Roberto Alomar, and Gordie Howe. And honestly, the only names that I notice out of those names are Joe Montana and Gordie Howe. But Joe Montana must be pretty old right now. But yeah, even Hulk Hogan's going to be there. I will have videos during and after about all the things that I bought while at the expo. I don't currently have that much money saved up. I'm hoping to get a couple more dollars before I get to the expo, but I'm going to have to be a lot more careful with my spending this year around. So far, I have about $115 saved, so not that much. It's a 4-day event, like I said, this year around. I will be going to all 4 days. My ticket's already purchased. I got the premium pass, which has really skyrocketed in price over the last few years. Like, if you look at the cost for the premium pass in 2008, I believe it is listed here. It was something like $70 for all 3 of the days. Let me just move on to the 2009 one. It should be listed in the front. Yeah, can't find it here either. Sorry about this. I should have checked this out. Okay, so in 2010, the premium package cost $89, and it came with a whole bunch of like extra goodies, a couple of lithographs, a variant cover of an issue of The Amazing Spider-Man, and another Batman lithograph, and a bag and a whole bunch of other stuff. The ticket then cost $89, and there was no option for delivery, but then again, it wasn't that big of an issue because the lines weren't too long. But over the last year or so, it got really popular, and I highly suggest to everyone to just pay the extra $20 to avoid the line to pick up your ticket the day of the event. Yeah, it went from $89 in 2010 for the premium pass to $149 this year around for the premium pass, plus an extra $20 for the delivery charge. So altogether, before taxes, that's $170. So it pretty much almost doubled in price over the course of 2010 to 2013. So you expect for the higher cost, they're going to give you more stuff, and there's going to be more to see at the show, and it's going to be worth paying the extra money for that one extra day. But the extra day is pretty much only a couple of hours long. It's sort of like a preview day from, I believe, 2 in the afternoon till about, 2 p.m. on Thursday, up to 9 p.m. But if you do not have a deluxe pass or a premium pass, it's only from 4 to 9. So if you just want to go and quickly see what's there, maybe buy a couple things. The pass for Thursday for the for adults is $25, and for kids every day is $10. But yeah, it's going to be the largest one yet because it's encompassing the north and south building of the Metro Toronto Convention Center. In the past, back in 2008, I believe it was only in the north building. I'm pretty sure, let's see. Yeah, well, this was like the total map of the entire area for the expo. And then the most recent one, the map pretty much covers several floors in both the north and the south building. So it's gotten really big over the last few years. I guess you could equate it to like Canada's version of San Diego Comic Con, um, but it's not quite at the same capacity yet. There are promos and special things that you can only get there, and there's lots of famous people there showing off new movies or new TV shows, and it's really really big in terms of Canada. Like I believe last year or the year before, yeah, the year before that, so 2011, uh, there were about 5,000 people waiting in the line to purchase their ticket Saturday morning alone. And I believe the capacity by the end of the day there got up to 10,000 people. It was just ridiculous, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're expanding to um, cover the entire convention center instead of just one area of the convention center. And I foresee it in the future that it's going to get too big for even the Metro Toronto Convention Center, and it's going to have to move to an even larger venue, which I just can't think of a place in Toronto that could hold such a massive capacity and still have all these, I guess, show floors and different areas for vendors and for shows and stuff like that. It's just it's getting very out of hand. And in the past, there had been issues with people paying for their tickets and not being able to get in because the company that runs this is called Hobby Star, and they would sell more tickets than the capacity of the building allowed, and they had to refuse people entry until more people left, and it became an issue for the people who had purchased the deluxe passes or the premium passes, and they weren't being allowed in because the capacity was just it was just over capacity. It got really bad, but they've been working on it. They've expanded to the majority of the convention center, and hopefully there's no capacity issues this year around. And yeah, in the past, in terms of ticket sales, the altogether attendance over the 3 days was about 50,000 people, and this year around, by ticket sales alone, they're expecting around 100,000 people overall. So that's a crazy amount of people considering Canada compared to the U.S. is about a tenth of the population of the U.S. So that's going to be a lot of crazy fans there. And yeah, that's about all I have to say at this point. I'm just really rambling, and I doubt any of you stayed all the way to the end of this video. So I'll just see ya, and stay tuned for more videos in the following week or so from my coverage at Fan Expo. See ya.